3 times a day, the desert literally erupts in chaos. Welcome to Tower of Rotation. Most event happens once, but this one repeat daily at 5, at 13 and 21 UTS. So today I'm going to talk about scheduled battles. I'm going to talk about the buff plus also point combo, guards and phantoms, consistency actually are winning. So I'm going to start with scheduled battles. White timers dictate basically your life. What if I miss the fight is maybe one of the questions that some people are going to ask. Well, you're going to get less points. Now if we go and check it out, the Tower of Rotation, what it's all about. Alliance occupying Tower of Rotation will receive special alliance buffs. This is one of the things. So your alliance is going to get more buffs. In this case is all unit type damage reduction. We also have one Tower of Rotation that is for the damage. We have one on the enemy side or on the other kingdom side, and one of your side that is going to be with damage reduction, and one in the center that's going to give you 6% more damage. And I think this is pretty juicy one. Now let's talk about the timers and when you have actually opportunity to actually get this Tower of Rotation. During the Wednesday, Sunday, when Desolate Desert is open, the Tower of Rotation will spawn silent guardians and echoing phantoms over time for 2 hours. So there is 2 hours that this creatures or these mobs is going to be spawned. Defeating them will drop that scrap hagus rewards and grant desert points. And in this situation we're looking for to get more points, especially the personal points that can give you this iron that you're going to need for reading mounts and basically make your pony more stronger with the dormants. This is something that you want to watch very closely. And if you miss a fight, well, this is going to reflect by a lot over your month's progression. This is one of the things, and what kind of rewards you're going to receive. And also for your alliance, this is extremely important, because if you win with your alliance, you're going to get the chance to get this these sticks that you can search for ponies. So alliance is going to count so much over the players to actually be there and getting some points. So missing a fight is going to be something extremely bad and not so cool to actually do. But you know, imagine 5 a.m. to actually wake up. Obviously the majority of the fights is going to be a little hard to be catched by everybody. Exception is going to be some hardcore players that can actually afford to stay awake. But if you're normal, if you're like me and you go to job and something like this, most likely I'm not going to be able to afford that much time to actually I can spend time on specific hours, and if these hours don't actually catch up with the scheduled battles, it's going to be very hard for me. Or at least I have to get some rest and go somewhere to actually play the game and get some points, which is also an option, since this Desolate Desert KVK is not something that we're seeing every day. This is one of the things. Let's talk about the buff plus combo points. Double reward for presence. Is holding word the troop loss? And the simple answer is actually yes. Now this one, the Tower of Rotation that is basically close to you, most likely is not going to need that much protection because it's in deep in your zone. As you can see, this one is very close to my starting zone. So obviously the Frostwood zone is going to have this one. Same I can say on the Rush one, their one is also very close to them. This is Tower of Rotation, giving absolutely the same buffs, which is going to be damage reduction of 5%. But let's talk about the one that most likely is going to be the one that people are going to fight non-stop, and this one is the Pets Tower Rotation. This is, did we actually get it? Nice, actually. This one is giving like 6% all units troops types damage increased by 6%. This one is going to be the one that the majority of the people are going to put crazy effort to actually catch and get, and obviously to also protect. And it's one more place where this what was the name, silent guardians and phantoms is going to spawn. So by having by controlling this tower of rotation, is going to be way more easy for you to actually go and farm these guardians or phantoms. I think this is extremely important. So holding, is it cause the troop loss? Well, if it's some crazy big KVK, most likely if it's a big one, there's big alliances inside with people that have a lot of troops. If it's a small one, I'm not quite sure, but for the big one, the big KVKs, I think the majority of the people are going to think that it's actually worth the troop losses there. Now, the Guardians and Phantoms PvE meet PvP chaos is something that is going to happen. They're going to spawn, and there is a decent chance you actually get attacked by farming these creatures here, or at least the enemy is going to try to steal them from you. I'm not quite sure. So far I didn't see any of these guardians. Okay, this is this is not actually actually a guardian. This is tribal vanguard. Okay, it's not spawned, but there is a specific moment where this creatures is going to spawn, as we already saw in the description. Is going to be just for 2 hours, where you're going to have the opportunity to actually take them out. Should I clear the mobs or kill the players first is maybe the other question that comes to your mind, because you may start attacking the enemy legion, but at the same time the enemy legion is going to kill this one. They're going to sacrifice some troops, and there is still counter damage. I mean, when you hit them, they're going to hit you back, but at the same time they're hitting the troop, the mob, that is going to give them some points and etc. And this sarcophagus, dead sarcophagus, I'm not so sure sarcophagus is the right I say it the right way, but yeah, this is going to what is going to happen. There's going to be split decision. Do you want to go for the enemy legion, or do you want to actually kill the guardians and the phantoms? And knowing by killing more, and they're only 2 hours the spawn time, so yeah, it's going to be very hard decision, because PvP you can do it whole day there, whole day, but specifically for mobs is some time window that you have to think twice, like there. Consistency definitely is going to win in a situation like this. Show up all the 3 times is definitely going to guarantee you more rewards at the end of this KVK. Is consistency more valuable than strange? The short answer is yes, because imagine if you're extremely powerful, you come here, but you come 1 time and the other dude come 3 times. Obviously he's going to gather more points from you. So consistency is definitely going to be a key for this tower of rotation, and those mobs that is going to give you these juicy reward points that at the end of the day you're going to be able to get from the rewards, especially if your personal rewards. This thing is going to be extremely valuable, not gonna lie. But yeah, getting higher levels, I mean, to be top 610 is going to be extremely hard, but if you're maybe wall spender, at least this is my observation, not like 100% sure this is going to happen, but maybe 21 to 50, if you're consistent, you can actually catch, or maybe even in the top 20 you have a decent chance, because it's mostly like killing those mobs. So tower of rotation is going to be something extremely important in Age of Empires Mobile, especially in the Desolate Desert event. So yeah, this will be for this video, guys. I really hope I give someone idea what to expect from this thing and how to plan your fights. Obviously each alliance is going to have their personal way of doing the things and personal priority, and from there you can basically separate which alliance leadership are better from each other. I mean, which one actually think better, because this is something that I see personally for the first time, and it's going to be very interesting to actually Right now I'm in the Pioneer server in Age of Empire Mobile, but yeah, when the real fight come, I definitely want to be here. So yeah, this will be for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit one like, subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next video.